It's a handoff. It's to Stevenson and Ramondre here in the second half of the season. They have Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson in the backfield. And you know the name Stephon Diggs is Josh McDaniels' third stint as the Patriots offensive coordinator tries to find ways to get him the ball. May broken up. To'o made the play.
Not much of a chance there. You see Drake May as he comes back. The ball comes out. It's a little slick out there, as you can imagine. So ball security and also being sharp when you're turning the ball loose. But To'o does an excellent job there in coverage. No opportunity.
Quick throw. That's Diggs out there looking for blocks. To'o was in with Bullock on the stop, and it's going to be fourth down.
It's a great job defensively by the Houston Texans. And if I'm C.J. Stroud, you know, they win the toss. They up with good field position to start this game.
Bryce Baringer will punt it away for the Patriots, who go 3 and out. Jalen Noel, the rookie, says stay away on one hop. He's going to field it and turn it into a decent return out across the 25-yard line. Just a 40 well in his young NFL career. Last week with the 5 fumbles was stunning in Pittsburgh.
Oh, man. Yeah, pretty wild. 5 fumbles, lost a couple of them, had an interception in the red zone to get back out here today.
That's that battle and that matchup in this game. You saw Ramondre Stevenson slip and then able to start his engines and carry it forward after the catch for 9 yards. And we'll look at this Houston defense. Dalshire is good at linebacker and a Pro Bowler, and their secondary with Jalen Petrie as their slot corner. Derek Stingley is their all-pro corner, about as good as it gets. Here's Stevenson, nice bounce. First down plus. Written out by Bullock.
So got the edge. You're going to see that the Houston Texans, you don't see this a lot. It was Derek Stingley on the outside, and he's got outside contain, and he gets caught.
On first down, here is a toss. Henderson, the rookie, is brought down in the backfield by Petrie. And Jalen Petrie, who is as good as there is in this league, playing that slot nickel corner spot.
Like to play 5 defensive backs, regardless of offensive personnel. And a big reason why they can do it is because of Jalen Petrie when he comes up and makes plays in the run game like he just did.
On second down and 12, May setting up a screen, and that play's blown up by To'o.
On top of you, and he comes up and makes a nice play on Travion Henderson.
Third down and 14 as a result. May over the middle. Diggs short of first down yardage, and a decision coming for Mike Vrabel. 13-yard gain, so it's 4th and 1, and Vrabel is going to keep his offense out there.
Yeah, I like this decision. I think with what we're dealing with, possessing the ball, handling the ball is somewhat of an issue. We've already seen some throws from both.
They're going to throw. And complete. Douglas, touchdown, Patriots on 4th and 1. Extra point is good.
Mario Douglas going to come up, and he's going to run basically kind of a slant route. And I think Bullock was in good position. He's initially sitting on the route because it's 4th and 1, but he realizes he's going to the post. He was in position to make a play on the ball, just not quite able. He does get his hand on it.
A precision throw from Drake May on 4th down and 1, and Vrabel can try to hide his face, but he's fired up.
Sure.
Here's a return by Braxton Berrios. Bends it back and then takes a dive short of the.
These players all talked about how electric this crowd was last week in that wild card round against the Chargers, and they came today prepared.
The Patriots.
And Schultz starts in the backfield. He's helping in protection, and when he leaks out, he's just hoping that C.J. Stroud sees him. He's out there, nobody in coverage. He's hoping Stroud locates him.
And now Schultz is guilty of a false start.
False start. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's Sean Smith, our referee for this ball.
Field goal range to come away with points of their own.
Play action, Stroud in trouble, throws, and he's got his man. Catch is made by Higgins. And a beautiful throw on the move by C.J. 9-yard pickup to Higgins. Now this one in the air, and it drops to the turf. Hutchinson the target, and Christian Elliott. Stroud able to complete. It's a first down. Might have been a face mask. I don't see a flag thrown as Kirk is good. Coming off that big game at Pittsburgh. Was there a face mask on the play? We'll find out.
Yeah, I think that's what they're huddled up trying to figure out exactly. Excellent job by Christian Kirk just sitting down in that zone coverage.
This with a turn of the helmet, and Russell Yerk, you like the call.
Yeah, he grabs the face mask, he turns it, and that's what you need for a foul. Good call.
And it moves the ball inside the 10 and sets up 1st and goal.
Boy, it's coming down a little bit harder. It'll be Patriots.
Extra offensive lineman comes in, Blake Fisher. Marks to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Tavai in to make the stop. You've mentioned the weather a couple of times. This is the kind of weather that used to give.
Rip the ball. It's actually very favorable for a quarterback if we do get a heavy snow. Right now, obviously, that's not the case.
Stroud keeps out to his right. He's got Schultz. And Schultz gets down maybe inside the
player as well. I think there's so many guys you can point to on this New England defense that have really stepped it up. I know when visiting with Mike Vrabel the other day and asked him, what were your expectations for this defense? He said, if you don't have expectations, you don't get disappointed. He's done it before.
Marks behind him. Flag flies. Marks into the end zone. If it stands, it's
setting prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, it's an illegal motion as the referee Sean Smith looked over to the Texans sideline, made that motion, and that's going to back the ball back outside the motion starts.
Yeah, he's not used to it to that extent. Togiai, who was circled at fullback, defensive lineman.
So now 3rd and goal from back near the 7. Stroud floats it, Marks, incomplete. It's 4th down. So they have a touchdown taken off the board because of that illegal shift. 2 guys in motion with Togiai getting set while Dalton Schultz was on the move, and it's a field goal try here. See if the Texans can get on the board, and they can as Fairbairn knocks it through from 25 yards out. Trying off that lens all afternoon and evening long. 5:26 left to go. First quarter, 7-3 game, and Fairbairn will kick. Williams takes it out and gets dropped before the 25. The ball came out, but it's recovered by New England, so it's the Patriots' ball. And we look at this last.
Like I mentioned, Bullock was in pretty good coverage. Just even though he got his fingers on the ball, just not enough to knock it out.
Drake May was 4 for 4.
Talking with his guys after they gave up that touchdown, emphasizing their technique and not being too aggressive, almost trying to calm them down a little bit. That was really the message. He doesn't spend a whole lot of time over there, but when he does, he makes it count. The message well received from these guys.
The Patriots took advantage of it. A couple of missed plays, a couple of good plays, and this is incomplete over the middle. It was tipped by Derek Barnett to force a 3rd and 10.
You know, I mentioned coming into this game how good this defense has been. When you look at us and you give up a score, as Laura talked about, that's unusual.
Another 3rd and long for the Patriots. May, ball is out, knocked out by Hunter. Still loose. And the Patriots look like they got back on top. Not quite. Patriots territory starting at the 47. Here's Woody Marks. Runs into a pile of bodies. No gain. K'Lavon Chaisson, who's had a career year on this 1-year deal, the former.
If you're C.J. Stroud, don't want to see that.
Try to figure out what's going on with Schultz, who hit that 42-yard catch on the drive where they got the field goal last time they had it. Stroud throws and nearly picked. Higgins was the target.
Nick Caley The conditions are a factor, but no, you can take a deep shot if they're sitting that tight on those intermediate throws.
It's 3rd down and 10. Blitz coming. Stroud gets it out. What a catch by Higgins. And they're going to mark Jaden Higgins
In there and delivers a ball. Good job by Higgins. That's where his size is a real factor to be able to go up and make a play on the football like that.
Looks like a good spot, and it's 4th down and half a yard.
118.
Nick Chubb, his first carry. 1st down, Houston. Let's go back down to Washington late in the 3rd quarter at Pittsburgh. He's their Pro Bowl receiver. 2 big weapons not available. Stroud throws it, and diving try for the interception by... And it's an interception. And let's take a look. Did he get both feet down?
It didn't look to me like he did, but
Moving
let's
on the
take a look.
field is an interception. 1st down.
Equals 2 feet is what I once heard, but it sure does look like it's in. It's close as to whether or not it was on the line, but it looks good to me, Russell.
I agree, Troy. It looks like that knee is in. Even if it rolls out, it's not like a heel toe.
Then he Kirk up the sideline. Just another throw that gets away, and a great play by Davis.
Here is a handoff to Ramondre Stevenson, who pushes the pile and gets 5. The Texans during the regular season plus turnovers in Pittsburgh. You don't get the feeling they're going to get away with multiple turnovers in a game like this.
No, and Carlton gets first of this year.
And first ever in the playoffs. May turned around. There was no one there, so he goes forward. Got the 1st down. The ball came out. The Texans are saying they have it. There's been no signal yet.